back, everybody. It's me, Nick Driver, and I am a New Mexican. Today, we're going to be talking about this story that made its rounds over this weekend. Huge, crazy story, I guess. Well, at least two of the news sites I checked were covering it. The other two weren't. But I guess this weekend, the news and people are upset because a local postal service worker under investigation for TikToks about homeless people. So I guess one of our local USPS delivery men, mailman, was recording what he sees every day on the job and was posting it on TikTok, and he's getting backlash for it. So let's go ahead and read into this, and let's find out what everyone's getting mad about, all right? All right, so this is by Rachel Knapp. Knapp. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, if the K is silent or not. Anyways, Albuquerque, New Mexico. An Albuquerque postal worker is under investigation after making videos mocking homeless people along his mail route. He then posts those videos on a popular media app, TikTok. KRQE News 13 does not know who is behind the videos and believes he is a mail carrier and he is doing this while on the job. Just like almost every other American who is TikToking on the job right now. Just saying. Well, I don't know what's more cracked, said the person filming the TikTok video. The stuff you're smoking or your feet. The videos posted on TikTok are under the name Warzone Chronicles. The person behind the camera mocks the homeless and those struggling with drug addiction and mental illness along the international districts in Albuquerque. How can this guy be so mean, says the man who sent News 13 the video clips. He wants to remain anonymous. That guy appears to be doing all of it while on the job as a U.S. postal worker. The U.S. Postal Service calls the employee's alleged actions very concerning and said they are open an investigation. All right, so for all y'all who aren't from Albuquerque or don't know anything about Albuquerque, the war zone is what is now referred to as the International District. They call it the International District now, which in my opinion is kind of racist to call that area of town the International District, but the city thinks it's appropriate. I mean, if you live here in Albuquerque and you've lived here long enough, you know it as the war zone, and there's a reason it's called the war zone. Now, they switched it to the International District to try and change the outlook on it, but then they didn't put any funds or really anything into that community. So, yeah, now it's the International District, yet it's still our most crime-ridden district and still our most rundown district. So, in my opinion, to call it that is kind of implied racism. But, you know, I'm not the one who voted to call it that. I mean, whatever. Anyways, let's keep going. The videos on TikTok were disturbing, said Christine Barber with New Mexico Street Safe, which is a nonprofit aimed to helping the homeless. Barber worries videos like this put people out on the streets at risk of violence. He doesn't realize he's doing damage with this, said Barber. Albuquerque is not that big of a town. Somebody else saw that gentleman in the corner who was kind of ranting. They are going to think, haha, that was funny. Let's do something else. Let's throw something at him. I don't believe people are like that, but okay. I mean, if you don't trust humans and you have a problem with humanity, I don't know, you're a little hypocritical. Anyways, because you want to sit here and tell us, not to do, or tell him not to make videos or make comments about these people because you're afraid people are going to hurt them, but you're not afraid about how these people are hurting us and hurting other people on the street. But don't worry, we're worried about them. Anyways, Barber said many of these people suffer from mental illnesses or drug addictions, and it's wrong to take videos of them like this for entertainment. These very broken lives that got them into this place, that left them on the streets where they've just trying to stay safe and have their own life, and here somebody walks up, takes a video of them, and starts to make fun of them, said Barber. Couple of things on that. Choices. People, you're given free will, you're given freedom of choices, you make choices. I mean, I do feel empathy for you for being stuck out on the street, but yet the choices you made in life ended you there. Second, they're on public street corners panhandling and asking for money, and out on in front of businesses asking for money and panhandling and disturbing. So recording them is nothing wrong. It's just It's no different than CCTV watching them. I mean, it's just they're in public out there doing this. I mean, if they don't want to be seen, they can go hide in their camp and do it over there. But instead, they're out in the busy street, busy intersection doing this stuff. So no embarrassment, no, obviously no self dignity. And I get it that they're going through issues and stuff, but still, don't blame people for pointing out the problems. A woman who were, okay, I'm sorry. A woman who were told is homeless watched some of the videos herself. She gave her take on it. All the videos tell me you are what you are. We out here, said Sorona Gilbert. I don't see anything wrong with the videos myself, but think if it was you, that's all I'm saying. Think if it was you, everybody has feelings, so just respect it. They just put on there an interview with one of the homeless people, a homeless woman and they showed her the videos, and she said, I don't see anything wrong with the videos. The original TikTok account appears to have been deleted, but it looks like another one with a different spelling was created a few hours ago with the same videos. The U.S. Postal Service sent the following statement after discovering the videos. The allegations made against the Postal Service employee are very concerning. These actions, if true, are not consistent with and don't represent the value of the Postal organization and will not be tolerated. You can be assured that this alleged incident will be fully investigated and that the Postal Service will take whatever action is appropriate. Customers report concerns and complaints to the United Postal Service by calling 1-800 blah 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 blah. Okay. All right. So on that, so I guess he deleted his account and then somebody else recreated the account. Which, by the way, this news article probably flooded that account with a lot of traffic because I bet you barely any Albuquerqueans have seen it, barely. And then this came out and a whole bunch of people started, let me go look at it, see what they're talking about. Now, in my opinion, this guy is not a saint for doing what he's doing. I agree. I mean, laughing and making fun of people for their addictions and stuff is not entertainment to me. Now, some people might find it funny and entertainment. That's on them. That just speaks for them as a person. But I don't really think the news and the media and everyone's mad at the man as much as they are at him shining a light on the fact that the war zone exists here in Albuquerque still. But let's go to, so that was KRQE with Rachel. Let's go to KOB4 with Patrick Hayes. Albuquerque man condemned after using TikTok to humiliate people in International District. Yet again, I don't believe it should be called the International District. We should look at renaming that again. If anything, it's just shouldn't be called the International District. An Albuquerque mailman is facing backlash after he allegedly posted videos on TikTok making fun of women and apparent drug addicts. The user, Warzone Chronicles, deleted videos Friday after KOB4 reached out to the United States Postal Service. It's unclear who the mailman is, however, the reflection can be seen in multiple videos. These actions, if true, are not consistent and disrespect the values of the postal organization and will not be tolerated, a USPS spokesperson said. You can be assured that the alleged incident will be fully investigated by the Postal Service and will take whatever action is appropriate. The videos show women falling out of their clothes and struggling to walk. The others show people going through some type of medical episode and sleeping on the sidewalk. Medical episode? You mean drug overdose or drug trip? Medical episode? I doubt they're out there. It's a medical episode. I'm pretty sure it's a drug-induced episode. But you go ahead and call it a medical episode and play it down. Play it down. That's part of the problem, is playing down the problem. By calling it a medical episode instead of by calling it a drug-induced episode is a part of the problem. Anyways, community members told KOB4 the video could cause more problems for the area. Street Safe New Mexico, a local nonprofit, helps women on the streets, said that know at least one woman in the video. Videos on TikTok were disturbing, said Christine Barber, the group's executive director. The videos show there is already culture supports looking at people on the street and saying that's laugh at them. You mean let's laugh at them? They really need to go through and edit these. Let's laugh at them And then laughter turns into cruelty, and cruelty turns deadly, she added. Others worry about the stereotypes the video portrays. When they're allowed to make disparaging comments or make fun of our community, it allows for the continued disinvestment that perpetuates these kinds of conditions, said Reina Luz Juarez, a community organization in the International District. KOB4 reached out to the area's elected leaders council, Pat Davis, County Commissioner, and Adrian Barboa. Neither of them wanted to comment on the videos. Mayor Tim Keller also didn't provide a reaction when asked. However, a spokesperson for the city sent the following statement. Most of us will need support at some time in our lives, and family and community services provides a safety net when that happens. Each and every member of our community is important, and our team stands ready to offer compassion, support, and connection to the services when the need arises. Anyone who lacks access to the service, such as food and basic necessities, mental health resources, shelter, housing, or rental assistance, can reach out via 311 or learn more by visiting Albuquerque, cabq.gov/family. Additional USPS customer service can report concerns and complaint to the United States Postal Service by calling 1-800-BLOCK. All right. So not even the district, the city council of that district, not even the county commissioner, or not even the mayor address this. You know why? Because they don't want to shed light on the problem. They don't want to shed the light on the homeless and drug problem that exist here in Albuquerque. It's not just the war zone, the International District, that suffers from this. They refuse to look at the problem and look at the policies they've created that have created this problem. Now, there's no simple solution for this problem. I mean, because nobody is for kidnapping these people and forcing detox. Nobody's for that. I mean, we can't really force it. I mean, that's really the only solution. And I'm not for it, but I mean, unfortunately, lots of these people need some tough love and need that. But we're not going to do it because that takes away from their human rights. But the second time, ignoring the fact that these people are addicted to drugs and running around on the streets in an area where drugs are readily available in an underfunded area of town, and then we're spending money on things like the art project and tourism in our city, where we have districts that are literally crumbling, streets that are falling apart, infrastructure that is destroyed. We're totally ignoring that, but yet spending billions of dollars trying to get our tourism industry up. New Mexico politicians, stop and think for a bit. Let's worry about New Mexicans, and then let's take care of our tourism. This pandemic has hurt us, not the tourists. So instead of putting money, $5 million into tourism, let's put that into small business. Instead of putting all that money into the art project, we should have put it into the International District. But no, you are too selfish and invested on your corporate overlords or whatever you have filling your pockets that you don't really care about us as New Mexicans, it seems. I mean, spineless and everything, that you guys would attack this man for pointing out the problem. Yes, like I said, he's not a saint, but at the same time, you can't get mad at him for pointing out the things he sees every day. He sees this every day on his mail routes. I used to work at a pizza joint off of Wyoming and Central, and I delivered pizzas to nothing but the International District. Okay? I've seen it. I've lived in it. I've moved around in it. I know exactly what's going on in it. It needs attention. I am ashamed to be in a city right now where we have one of the most advanced Air Force bases, and right outside that Air Force base is one of the poorest communities we have. New Mexico, we can do better. Okay? Anyways, that's all I have to say about this subject. Feel free to leave comments, like, subscribe, share, do what you gotta do. But I appreciate you guys. I care about you, and look for my next videos coming soon. Bye.